Hey everybody, happy Monday, happy solar eclipse. We are live. This is gonna be a very quick video. Hey, what's up y'all? This is gonna be a very quick video, real short. I just wanted to say happy solar eclipse. And if you guys don't know, I was on TV last week. Here in Atlanta. I was on 11 Alive, and I just want to wrap up and talk about 5 things I learned, 5 lessons I learned from being on TV last week. So if you have not seen the show, it's linked in my bio. When you get off the live, go check it out. Let me know what you guys think. It was my first time being on TV. Thank you. I know. I appreciate it so much. Where are you from, Solo Dolo? Where city are you from? Everybody, tell me where you guys are following me from. Just drop down what city you're in so I can see. So if you don't live in Atlanta, it is saved via the link in my bio. You guys can go back and watch the segment. It'll give you an idea of who I am and what I do. I'm Latoya Danique, aka the Scar Alchemist. I'm a medical tattoo artist here in Atlanta, Georgia, and I help people be more confident in their skin by tattooing their scars, stretch marks, and skin concerns. So what I do is not brand new. Born and raised in Beaufort, South Carolina. Oh, I have a friend that lives in Beaufort. I love Beaufort. One of my really good friends lives there. I love Beaufort. Beaufort is a magical place. That is so dope. But now you live in Greenville. What I was saying is what I do is not new, but it is newer to the U.S. It's about a 20-year-old treatment, over 20 years. But there are not a lot of people that offer this service in the United States. Many of them are not black like myself, and so many of them don't specialize in dark skin like I do. And so one of my whole purposes was so more people could have access to this type of treatment, and even know that it is something that can be done. I've had a busy day. On Mondays I do consults, so I hop in between my consultations, do a little teaching, and I have one more consult left for the day before I try to go out and catch the solar eclipse. So if you guys are into that, it's supposed to be a magical time. I got my solar eclipse glasses. My son's school was not closed, but I'm going to hop into this live real quick because I want to share with y'all some things that I learned from being on TV. So if you aspire to be on TV, let me just tell you what to do when you get there, okay? That was my first television appearance. It was live. I had no idea how the segment was gonna run. So first things first, let me tell you, the first thing you need to do is be prepared. Meaning, have your story together. When I got there, guys, I was literally the only person there. They signed me in, checked me in, walked me back to the studio room, mic'd me up, and was like, okay, the show is gonna start at 11 o'clock. You're gonna go third. We'll come back out and see you then. So we didn't do a run through. We didn't do a prep. They didn't walk me through the whole studio. I didn't know where anything was gonna be. So what I will tell you is, when you get on TV, baby, have your story together. Because if nothing else, at least know what you're gonna say, know what you're gonna talk about. Have your story together, meaning who you are, what you do, why you do it. Have your story together, because it's not like the movies. There's no script that you're just reading from and you're going, okay, and then they run it through. They don't do it like that, baby. Especially if it's live TV, baby. It's a segment before you, it's a segment after you, and then tomorrow is a new day. So you have to know your story. I had kind of went over in my mind what potentially we could talk about, or what I thought they were going to ask. And, I had an idea about some talking points, but no, I did not have any prep for what you see me say. So if you think I did a good job, thank you very much. I think I did. But if you think that it's like how you see on TV, it didn't go nothing like that. So I would say, make sure you know your story, meaning who you are, what you do, what you're gonna say. That's very important, okay? So that's number 1, know your story. Number 2, stay focused. Let me tell y'all, the day that I got to the show, they were celebrating a huge milestone. One of the employees at the show had been there for I think 40 something years, and he was retiring. So they were bringing out bottles of champagne, they were bringing out beer. He had a dog that came to work with him, so the dog was on set. It was a lot going on. It was a lot of high emotions too, because he was basically like, I'm gonna just say, kind of like your granddaddy, moving and you guys never coming back. So it was a lot of emotion. They were like planning and kind of running around for this thing because they were going to announce it on the show, and then they were going to like have a celebration amongst themselves. And I walked into that. I don't know this person. I don't know the history of it. People are kind of running around and doing their thing, and I'm there just trying to get my little segment out. So if you're one of those people who are easily distracted, maybe this is not the time for that. Because what if your girl would have got caught up in all of that? Like, what if I would have been super sentimental? What if I would have been crying? What if I would have been like, damn, they or thinking, you know how it is when people not paying you any attention, because they wasn't paying me no attention, baby. Not there. They was all in their own feelings, doing their own thing. Sometimes you could start running through your head about like, well, wait a minute, is it because of this? Is it because of that? Maybe it's just, you ain't the only one in the world. You know, it's a lot going on. So what I will say is stay focused, because I was fully intended to stay focused. I didn't let that throw me off, but that could have definitely threw me off. And imagine if I would have got up there with all of that emotion that had nothing to do with me. I don't know nothing about this person, you know, but I let that kind of take over. I don't think I would have did as good as I did. So stay focused, okay? Number 3, know your purpose. This was a lifetime, once in a lifetime type thing, you know. Maybe you don't think getting on TV is a big deal, baby. I do. Let me tell you why I do. Because all I know is they said Kanye West paid somewhere around like $4 million for his 30 second Super Bowl commercial, and he ended up making $20 million, but he paid $4 million to get on TV. I didn't pay for anything. I got TV promotion. I got to be interviewed by that show has 3 Emmys on that show, so they're a big time deal in the daytime world. That is prime spot. Everybody and their daddy be watching TV around 11 o'clock. If you at home and you don't got nothing else to do, you will be watching that show if you're here in Atlanta. It's a big deal. So to be invited to a show, to tell my story, to talk about my business, to talk about how I help and serve people in my community is huge. I don't have to go around and tell people that I was on TV, baby. All you gotta do is go look at the link. I'm getting clients now who are saying, oh, I saw you on TV, so now that made me want to, you know what I mean? So my point is, know what your purpose is. I went with the sole purpose of getting the message out, meaning I wasn't going up there trying to be cute. I mean, I was trying to be cute, but I wasn't going up there trying to be cute. I wasn't trying to, you know, get on there just to kiki and make friends with the people there. I was there with the purpose of telling my story so that one other artists who are interested in offering these services can know that it's a real thing. There's somebody here in Atlanta that offers it. It has experience. This is a viable career. And to tell people who are looking for these services, it's a real thing. There's somebody who in Atlanta that offers these services. There is a person here in Atlanta that has amazing results. So maybe I can either look for somebody in my city doing it, or I can reach out to her. Like, that was my purpose. My purpose was to get the message out. And so with that in mind, I stayed focused. I knew my story, and I did not get thrown off by what else was going on, because I know regardless of what is happening here today, my purpose is to get this story out. And so the whole time, that was what I had going on in my mind. So stay focused, know your story, know what your purpose is. Now, I could have had a different purpose. I could have been up there like, honey, I'm gonna be on TV. My whole point is to try to get rich baby daddy goals. That wasn't my purpose. My purpose was to get my message out. So when you know what your intention is, you can stay rooted and stay grounded in what you're trying to do. And that's always, always, always important when you're on a platform of that type of magnitude, right? So that's 3. Number 4, I would say, understand the process. This is twofold. Y'all, if you saw it live, how it happened live and how the link works now is totally different. So I was sitting in front of a screen, right? And on the screen, it was supposed to show videos and before and afters of my work. Well, what happened was when the show aired, they could not get the videos to show live, right? So they couldn't get that to play. So I was talking, and so the whole time we were talking, the cameras were just going between me and the interviewer. That wasn't supposed to happen like that. It was supposed to be like me, the interviewer, and then they would be showing videos while I was talking, so it would make a lot of sense to the people who were watching it. But that didn't happen. Live TV stuff happens. After the show aired, they came to me and was like, yo, we had some technical difficulties. We couldn't get your video to play. So all that cool stuff that you sent us, it didn't really come up like that. So all the people who watched it live didn't see that. However, they fixed it in the after editing process. So now if you watch the video, you'll see the videos playing. But that didn't happen live. Now, because I understand the process, meaning I know that sometimes when you do something, you don't get the results immediately, it's okay, right? So I did not expect to be on TV at 11 o'clock and then have millions of people call me and say, oh my God, I want to work with you. Oh my God, can I book with you? That's not how the process works. The process is you plant the seed and then you wait for the fruit to grow. So because I understand that process, I was okay with that. Meaning, even though the video didn't play live, I still know that like the purpose of this was to get the story out. The process is those things take time. Like it's not an overnight thing. It's not like a one and done thing. It's not like a as soon as I do this, honey, somebody gonna call me up and go, oh my God, I just saw you on TV. That's not how the process works. So when you understand the process, you rarely are disappointed in the outcome because you know how the process works, right? That's important. Okay, so that's 4. 5, I would say, be confident, honey. My hair was freshly laid last week. My makeup was makeuping. My fit was fitting. I know who I am, and so it was like basically all I had to do was speak, right? Because I looked good. I felt like I looked good. I knew I looked good, but because the goodness was all up in me, baby, all I had to do was open my mouth and let the goodness come out. So I would say I'm always talking about confidence because that's literally what I do. I help people feel more confident. But when you are confident, oh my goodness, you are so much more powerful. Confidence is your inner superpower. And if you don't have it, when you get into a platform of that level of magnitude, baby, you better pretend like you do so it will translate over through the screen. What if I got on there and they were asking me questions and I'm like, well, that would not have did nothing. You gotta be confident. You gotta speak bold. You gotta sit up. You gotta smile. You gotta flirt a little bit with the camera. You gotta do what you gotta do. Give your little zhuzh with your people. And because of that, it makes people be drawn to you. It makes people want to listen to what you have to say. It makes people believe when you say you doing whatever it is you're doing, right? You have to be confident. And lastly, the last little gem I'm gonna give y'all because I gotta go. I told y'all I was gonna be quick. I hope this helps somebody on this Monday. The last little thing I would say is celebrate yourself. Y'all are gonna hear about this TV appearance all the way through 2024. You know why? Because that's a big deal. I ain't gonna let nobody say, girl, okay, cool, what? Honey, swipe left if you don't want to hear me talking about it. I'm going to talk about it. You know why? One, because I manifested this, meaning this is something that I wanted so bad for my business. I knew that if I got a TV appearance,